Yo, 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 what's up, everybody, man? Y'all know who this voice is. This your boy, the golden voice, Maul Bruising Boxing Bob Costas, man. And this is another live episode of the Fade Hour. Just to keep it short and sweet, man, y'all go ahead and get y'all drinks with you. Get y'all drinks ready. Get y'all smokes ready. Because y'all know we're going to talk about this Tyson Fury. We might even talk a little bit about the cruiserweight semifinals that happened this past weekend with the fuckery and the knockout. And Tank and Tevin, they've been talking again. So you know we possibly going to talk about that as well. But you know what I'm saying? Let me go ahead and step aside, let my homeboys introduce themselves, and then we're going to get right to it.
What up, world? This your boy News, representing Ringside Rave all day. Y'all know what it is with me, man. Y'all probably heard me earlier. Y'all should have heard me earlier, so y'all already know I'm extra turnt. Been having the fade hour since 7 o'clock, so I'm already extra faded off the lemon haze. Today, though, or tonight, shall I say, I'm going to join them all with getting my drink in, man. So I'm about to mix the lemon haze with the Jose Cuervo. I'm about to get turned up. It's Monday, so I'm definitely turned up. So, I mean, who does it? Who else does it on a Monday? Who mixes lemon haze and Quavo on a Monday? You still got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday to go. News.
Perfect introduction to me. What up, y'all? It's your boy Smoke. Y'all know where I'm from. If you haven't started yet, tune in to News's new show that comes on at 7 p.m. Eastern, Monday through Thursday. Let's talk about this fight between Tyson Fury and the guy from Germany.
Yeah. What's good, y'all? It's Pascal for the New England representative. I'm just chilling here, especially in the spinach pasta and ground turkey, because, like I said, I like to be on my Dean every now and then. Although now I'm about to have some red wine, so that kind of ruins the whole thing. Maybe. So, let's get to this.
What up, y'all? This your boy P. You already know, repping Ringside Rave and Bodega Boxing, and I'm not eating or drinking shit because I just excreted out everything. So,
thank you for sharing.
I don't give a fuck. It's a natural thing. We all shit.
Y'all.
Everything P said sound aggressive, man. I swear.
Hey, we're gonna have to get you a drink one of these nights.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I wasn't on the job, I'd fucking be drinking with you.
Well, at least get some
I don't know, man. Remember that time when P came on when he had the clear mic? I was shocked. Like, who's the new member of the cast? So every time P is out, he a different person. That's crazy.
What we're talking about tonight.
Yeah, man. I definitely this topic is actually gonna last longer than the damn fight itself that took place Saturday night. If you listen to the ESPN broadcast, it was the greatest performance by a heavyweight in the last 5 years, but that's what they're expected to do. But
55.
Right. Obviously, Tyson Fury did what we all expected him to do. But I guess we could just talk about it all in general. If y'all want to touch on the fight, y'all can. If y'all want to talk about just what y'all think should happen next for him, rumored Big Baby, his name got floating around. I'm not sure how serious that is, but just go ahead and everybody get their piece in, and you know how we do it, Royal Rumble style. I just want to hear how y'all feel about Fury and everything surrounding him.
Yo, first of all, whoever got the crickets, mute that shit.
Crickets. It's only one person that got crickets, man.
No, that's me. That was outside.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. That's Maul. He got the tropic. He got the tropical background.
That's Florida, man.
It's cold here. No way I'll be outside this type of night.
Exactly.
Fuck that nigga, Big Baby.
Okay, so Tyson Fury fought Tom Schwarz, which was the main event, and that shit lasted 6 minutes, something like that. Tyson Fury broke the dude's nose and got him to quit, but at the same time, I don't want to say he didn't look that impressive, but it was just that performance is what you expected. So I don't know. It's kind of like that crappy Jay-Z song. On to the next one.
There's a lot of worse Jay-Z songs than that one, but I'll let you live. We're not going to get into that.
Double entendre.
I mean, like I said, the fight itself. I mean, it's a showcase fight. I mean, we have undefeated German Tom Schwarz, who has this big right hand. Ooh, and then we have Tyson Fury, bald head and 263 pounds. Let's just sing Aerosmith in the ring, man. I mean, it basically it was just a card of just trying to one up the fuckery, at heavyweights, just to get the attention, just to try to sell this thing. And, to set Tyson Fury to actually get an early knockout, which I haven't seen him score in God knows how long, But, I mean, there was nothing. I mean, he looked, he didn't, there was nothing new. He didn't look good. He looked bad. He just did what he had to do to get rid of this jobber. It's clear that Schwarz didn't have any more fight in him, but, it is what it is, man. I mean, the whole point of it, though, was just to get Fury attention on ESPN plus Top Rank, so to get people talking about him. That's pretty much my thoughts.
But was there anything to talk about though? Because
if I see one more gif of Tyson Fury doing his best Muhammad Ali impression, I'm gonna fucking puke. Fucking puke.
And it looked crazy too. Like it don't even look smooth or finesse either.
Hell
it just
no.
look like some big oaf dodging punches. Really, that's all it looks like.
Exactly.
Like there's no finesse to it. There's no Ali out of it. There's no. I don't know. It just don't look smooth, man. I don't like it.
Playing that aspect because no other heavyweight really, none of the top heavyweights really have that type of movement, upper body movement. And then of course they gas it up because that's the type of shit that drove Vlad crazy and white or anything. So it's just like, oh wait, he's the next Muhammad Ali. I'm like, no, he's not. He's just that moves his upper body. That's all.
No, even his upper body movement is like really stiff. Like dodging those punches, he looks really like he looked like an oaf. He looked like an oaf.
Yeah, I mean, Tyson Fury doesn't look that smooth when he's fighting, but he manages to win and not get hit that much unless he's facing what's his name, Wilder. So
yeah, well, wake me up when he does. Wake me up when he does it against. Wake me up when he does it against the top 10.
Yo, so I heard at the end of the ESPN bullshit and tangent, but ESPN, if you somehow hear this, please stop putting 2 hours between the fucking fights. I don't know much about Tom Schwarz, and I don't care to know an hour about his background. And straight up, to everyone that subscribes to ESPN and ESPN Plus, tell them the same thing, because no one enjoys those stupid fucking interviews. Like, straight up, sorry. Anyway, ESPN was bigging up Tyson Fury after that performance, something fierce.
Right, especially Tim Bradley. He was getting on my fucking nerves.
Yeah, yo, so shout out to my boy Tim Bradley, but not for this. That's bullshit, dog.
Yeah, that's not.
And like, yo, it was a decent performance. Let me rephrase. It was a good performance against No Hoper. Yeah, and don't bring Terrence Crawford in to say it was an amazing performance.
And then stop mentioning the fucking lineal title. Yes,
I was just about to say that.
They were saying that like every fucking 10 seconds. You could have had a drinking game off that shit. Like, stop mentioning this. Yes, we know that Tyson's a champion. I mean, you said that all in the previews. Don't have to say it during the 100 times during the damn fight. It was 2 rounds. I heard that like 200 times. Fuck saying that shit. Stop it.
Yeah.
So what's next?
For Fury?
Because he was mentioned. Didn't he mention he may attempt to fight towards the end of the year or something like? But doesn't the IBF situation need to get clarified first?
Yeah, Pulev is probably the next if he gets his sexual harassment thing cleared out. I
was gonna say he ain't gonna fight him in the United States.
He'll take it overseas. He'll go overseas if need be.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, when it comes to getting that money.
What was that move?
I don't want to see him versus no Pulev. I don't want to see Tyson Fury versus anybody but Anthony Joshua or Deontay Wilder.
Take Anthony Joshua out of that.
Or Andy Ruiz.
I want
Andy Ruiz. Come on, man. I'm not about to let Andy Ruiz trick me, man. I'll let y'all be tricked by Andy Ruiz, but you're not gonna get me on that. Me at that.
It's clear that it goes depending on what your preference is, boxer or puncher. Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury. I have it Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury in terms of the heavyweights, and Anthony Joshua and then Luis Ortiz or Luis or whatever are a clear step below them.
I wouldn't argue that.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, any of you besides Pat?
I guess.
We'll argue what? I didn't hear what he said.
He felt that Fury and Wilder are clear 1 and 2, depending on who you have rated 1 or 2. Not that it matters. And then Ortiz and Joshua are in the second tier at the moment.
No, because I don't think Tyson Fury can knock Anthony Joshua out. I still don't think Tyson Fury is better than Anthony Joshua, even though Anthony Joshua lost to Andy Ruiz. I don't think Tyson Fury possesses that power to knock Anthony Joshua out, so he'll lose. I just don't believe in Tyson Fury, though.
I never did. Like I said, I find it's astonishing that he actually has a 0 still. For all the years I've watched him, like I don't understand how he's kept this 0. This motherfucker uppercutted himself in a fight. How the fuck does he keep his 0?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not as if he's fighting who's who.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you're fighting guys like fucking Tom Schwarz. It's not hard to be undefeated.
Right.
Yeah.
That's one thing we gotta definitely factor in.
The biggest surprise was this motherfucker actually beating Vlad clear as he
Yeah,
did.
that's about it.
So, all right, let's keep it a buck. Tyson Fury is a fat, out of shape looking, white, is that really looking type motherfucker. He does not look like a dude who could box your ears off, straight up. But the fact that he does makes it almost unbelievable. All that being
He's
said,
a fucking gypsy.
yes, I wasn't gonna say that because that's definitely fucked up to say. But Pat, you took that from me. But anyway, Deontay Wilder is the only cat in the heavyweight division to me who could beat Tyson Fury right now because Anthony Joshua, after getting outboxed by Andy Ruiz after he knocked him down, would get absolutely schooled by Tyson Fury.
Listen, man.
He's not getting schooled.
I'm not about to let you. I am not about to sit here and change my pick or my saying that Andy Ruiz isn't really Andy Police up under this win, because that's what he is. Y'all not about to trick me, man. This dude couldn't beat Joseph Parker, man. Like, I'm not going to forget. I was just talking about him. He got the win over Joshua. He did. He knocked him down, but we know what it is. Sometimes you get hit and it throws off your equilibrium.
I mean, he beat
it
him
felt Joshua
every round they fought, though.
I mean, he did. He did beat Anthony Joshua. We knocked him out, but Hasim Rahman knocked out Lennox Lewis too. At the end of the day, that didn't make Hasim Rahman better than Lennox Lewis.
One fight,
and we seen it, and we seen what happened when they came back. Like, a knockout is a knockout. We've seen UK fighters get knocked out. Deontay Wilder still got to put that beating on Anthony Joshua. I'm not letting that go because they're still the best 2 heavyweights. When Anthony Joshua go and put the beats on Andy Police in the UK in November, everything's gonna be back to normal. It's just a matter of time.
It won't be before December because it's got 6 months.
But before y'all continue, my bad to cut you off, Smoke. I just want to shout out our boy Hamed 92. He up in the comments. He said what up, he been a long time.
Shout him out.
No, definitely.
What up, Hamed?
Fucking with us. That's straight up, man. But yeah, basically what you're saying, News, one fight, even if you won the biggest upset or whatever, that still don't make you. I ain't about to get cast off one fight. Could have been a great night at the office.
Because you gotta hold in the fact that he already lost to Joseph Parker. We can't just use he beat Anthony Joshua, so he's great. No, he lost to Joseph Parker already. So somewhere in between the truth lies. So I get to still bring up the fact that he lost to Joseph Parker, just like people bring up the fact that he beat Anthony Joshua.
It's like Joshua beat Joseph Parker.
Right.
Hey, well, let me ask you a question.
And I'm being
I just want to say
this statement real quick, and you can ask me the question. And I'm being consistent about it because when we were talking about the fight, all I kept saying to Pat was Andy Ruiz lost to Joseph Parker. He's Joseph Parker's leftovers. So how could I not continue that same thought train if I'm going to be consistent on my takes?
Isn't AJ now Ruiz's leftovers?
He sure is. He sure is right now. But at the end of the day, we got to see, man, because I don't believe that knockouts are the end all be all of a boxing match.
Now, to be fair, a lot of people felt that Ruiz didn't lose that fight against Parker. A lot of people felt that was a bad
People
decision.
watch that shit.
Yeah, I watched
I
it,
watched
not
it.
live.
Yeah.
I actually wanted Ruiz to win because I didn't like
It
Parker.
wasn't like Ruiz got dominated by Joseph Parker. A lot of fucking people thought that he won that fight. So
But Ruiz's conditioning let him down. This is because the thing with Ruiz, like I said, he's talented, but the thing that used to kill me is his conditioning was shit, and it was shit in that fight.
I will agree that I'm not going to place him until he does it again. He's got to show us that it wasn't just a one-time thing. Oh, he beat Joshua once, and so we got to rank him like the top
Wasn't
of the top.
that his 40th win?
Huh?
Wasn't that his
That was-
40th win?
No, that was just like his 35th or 34th.
I don't pay attention. I don't pay attention to how many wins somebody has on their record because those wins are padded as
All
fuck.
made differently, right? Everybody's record is made differently. I was going to ask like what is needed to be done so the heavyweight division can have clarity, like who's clear cut number one.
A
Like,
fucking
We
tournament.
need Wilder to knock out Anthony Joshua in the United Kingdom.
We need a tournament, like a tournament. Make
Nah.
a fight.
Yeah, but I mean realistically, like does Wilder or Fury, one of them have to win to establish who's clearly number one, or does the fact that Ruiz got 3 of the belts still make him?
I mean, like I always said, like both Wilder and now Ruiz, they have to be fair because I said Fury, they got to take that lineal claim off Fury, so he doesn't stop. So he stop putting that, start flying that shit around. Like, Wilder tried, but he failed already. While Ruiz should try to make that fight, with Fury. That's because I mean,
Right.
No,
Because I want to see, like, let's say Ortiz beats Wilder in the rematch. Does he become the number one in the heavyweight division, or is it still Fury? Is it still Ruiz? Like, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, what has to happen for somebody to be a state claim as clear number one?
Someone has to knock out Fury.
I mean, the winner of Wilder Fury 2 is the clear number one, and no one else is even close.
And basically, anyone who beats Fury will probably be a top dog in the division.
Okay.
And why do you say that, Pat?
Because he's the lineal champion. That's the reason why.
Didn't ESPN tell you this, Mo?
Like I said,
Right?
they can. Well, like I said, Wilder and Ruiz can fight too, and they have 4 belts, but they got to knock off Fury. Fury is like, Fury has to lose. Yeah,
Fury is at heavyweight the best technical boxer, and I say that as someone who doesn't like watching him, because I've only seen like a handful of his fights, like 6 or something like that, but he boxes technically very well. So I think the winner.
Does he really though?
I'm about to say, based off what?
Vlad fight. That's
I don't see great.
So, do you guys think Klitschko, Vladimir, is a good technical boxer?
Hell yes.
Right.
Yeah, and didn't he get outboxed by Fury? Like, come on.
He didn't really get outboxed. He got fucking out less ball. I don't even want to fucking talk about that fight.
Right.
Okay.
Disappointing because Vlad was for some reason didn't want to pull the trigger.
I'm good.
For whatever reason, like footwork had Vlad absolutely like spellbound. I just don't understand why that struggle forward from Fury was having him confused.
Yeah, I don't think Fury's as technical as you think he is, in my opinion. I think he has the height, which is a great advantage, and that stupid fucking oaf-like movement that, like, I guess when you compare it to like the fucking heavyweights, I guess he looks like fucking Pernell Whitaker in comparison, but it's terrible. So, and he has a good jab. But other than that, I don't see the great technique.
No, at best he's physically he's a bad matchup for certain people. But like I said, keep in mind, like the most he's been in trouble really is like Steve Cunningham. Steve Cunningham was outboxing before he got wore down by his size.
Right.
So
you trying to tell Mr. Smokeweed that, huh?
Yeah.
But
Y'all know
Hold
my history with Mr. Cunningham.
Understand? Hold on. I want to get News' opinion on that. See if want to take some time out to answer the question. Like, how can we get clarity in the heavyweight division?
So Deontay Wilder already got rid of Luis Ortiz the first time.
All right.
So that's one down. Joshua got Joseph Parker out of there, so that's 2 down. Right. Then we have Ruiz masquerading around with Anthony Joshua's belt.
You really don't like Ruiz.
No, I don't. I don't believe in fighters that. I don't believe in fighters that don't really. I don't know, man. It's just I can't pretend Anthony Joshua didn't drop him in the fight. Like, I seen the fight too. Like, it wasn't a one-sided Ruiz beating. It was after the 3rd round. Joshua was on drunk. He was drunk the rest of the fight.
Yeah.
Like, so it's hard for me. And y'all know I'm a person that don't rely on the KO. I don't. That's my main thing when I talk about fighters. So if that's the only way he's beating Joshua is knocking him out again, I don't know, because I know Joshua can put him down too. But I'm looking at Wilder beating Fury in the rematch when they fight. I think he's going to beat Luis Ortiz now. But like Pat said, it needs to be a tournament. But I think it's never going to be a tournament, so we're just going to have to go with these little like one-offs here and there. So
pseudo tournament, de facto tournaments.
I don't really think that you need to beat Tyson Fury to be the man. I think that Deontay Wilder or Anthony Joshua need to beat each other. Tyson Fury needs to beat one of them to prove he's the man. You can say he beat Vlad, but man, you can't rely off of a victory that you got 3 years and ounces of coke ago. Like, come on, man, that don't count. That don't count. If he was still the lineal champion, Ring Magazine should have kept him the lineal champion. Since they stripped him of it, since every boxing organization stripped him of the lineal championship, now we're going around calling him the man again. Now we're calling him the man again just to put him back in the way.
Right.
I don't know. I just don't believe in Tyson Fury, and I definitely don't believe in Andy Please.
Police.
And speaking of believing, and I know you say you don't like to rely on a knockout, but that's exactly what Dorticos relied on this past Saturday. I'm not sure if anybody caught it. I'm sure, we did.
Damn.
We were talking about it. But, Tabiti got slumped.
Because I mean, that's the thing about Tabiti. Like, I mean, now most people are like, Tabiti's Nigerian, Patrick. How come you're not supporting him? Well, Tabiti just there's something about him I never liked. Like when he used to be on them PBC prelims, I was like, I just don't see it with this guy. I really don't. And then but I was hoping maybe he would prove me wrong in this tournament because Dorticos, I thought maybe he might be a little worn down after that war of Gassiev. But he just fought so stinky, it was pissing me off. Like he was clinching all the damn time. It was like watching John Ruiz all over again. And Dorticos, he was getting butted and everything like that. But finally, he found that right hand, and like it just left him like unconscious, like he was out.
Posterized him.
Yeah, he looked like.
How do you say what's his name? Munir's last name?
Dorticos.
Dorticos. P.
Yeah, said Dorticos.
Yeah, Dorticos. And what's crazy is that wasn't even the most fuckery filled event that happened in the cruiserweight division.
Hell no, it wasn't.
Pat, explain to me what happened, man.
Man, I mean, the first one, it started off, Bradis and, Galaki, it started off, just normal. In the second round, a rabbit punch happened by Galaki. Bradis responds by throwing an elbow to the nigga's jaw, which is a DQ. And it's either 2 points, or DQ right there on the spot. Referee Robert Berg, who seemingly this might have to be his last big fight. So, Galaki's on the canvas, is like, he's trying to milk it. You can tell he's trying to milk a little bit because, he wants to get that DQ.
He's trying to milk getting elbowed in the back of the head.
Well, he's trying to milk it. You know what I mean? He wants elbowed in the
I'm just fucking with you. Continue.
But then, of course, we got up and then they started really throwing hands at each other, you know what I'm saying? And then, Breeders knocks him down legitimately, and then after they keep brawling, and then the bell's like ringing, and like okay, the referee's supposed to like stop him, but the referee's over here just looking at them, and they're just throwing hands, and like you can see the cornerman like they're trying to like say the bell's over, like you hear the bell like ding 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 ding, and then Brett is flattened after the bell, and like. And then it was like what the fuck is this? And then the referee originally called the fight off on a DQ because Gawaki's cornerman entered the ring, and it's just like, But then I think someone put some sense in them, was like, no, the bell was ringing, and they continued, and Bradis legit knocked him out with the
fuck out.
Hand. Gawaki did not get up. I mean, he got up, but he was out of it. And I had never seen so much fuckery in my life in 3 rounds.
Yeah,
that's the most fuckery you've seen in your entire life.
No, and within 2 or 3 rounds.
Okay, I was gonna say that's a whole bunch of fuckery.
Yeah, no, it was because it was clear, like maybe 10 to 15 seconds after the bell rung, that they was still scrapping.
Maul, did you see it?
Not live because I was out tossing a beer bag and lost my debit card in the process. But that's a whole nother
shout out to the bank for destroying them shits. But Maul, you saw it on replay. What'd you think?
Yo,
you're a fan of the cruiserweights.
Yeah, Pat got me. He convinced me to become a fan of the cruiserweights. But I definitely thought. I'm with everybody. A lot of people are saying they should look into changing it to a no contest. I'm with that, but I don't know how they would then resolve the whole tournament if they were to call it no contest. I don't know, make them fight again, but the WBSS
would be great.
Yeah, it's just like the WBS has so many damn. It's been a bad season too. So I don't know what the hell a delay in trying to have the rematch would do for this again, but
there's no way to follow it up. That's why.
Yeah, that's true.
There's no way to follow that up. After Usyk ran through the cruiserweight division, we know them dudes ain't nothing but second place opponents.
Right. They just fighting.
That's all they are. A whole bunch of.
Well, I mean, couple of the belts got free.
Reds.
But a couple of the belts got free. I mean, the WBO belt and the IBF belt are free. They're in the tournament now.
Unfortunately, it's like none of them.
Care about that belt.
None of them I can see moving up the heavyweight and being worth a damn. I hate to say it, but like. I don't see it in any of them. Like you saw it in Usyk, and you can see it a little bit in Gassiev, but Dorticos would get flattened at the heavyweight division. He'd get flattened.
But the thing is, Mal Costas is the knockouts that he does at cruiserweight are like fucking miraculous.
True.
He knocked Tabiti.
Yeah, I'm watching the Tabiti knockdown right now on the back of my screen. God damn! Like he looks like Tabiti looks like the fucking ice cream that melted in my refrigerator. And I took it out the refrigerator and it melted and shit. Like he looks like the Talenti that I had last week that fucking melted. It was melted.
Shout out to Pat. If Dorticos might have had the KO of the last season 1-2 in his first. Who was it that he flattened that Russian or German cat?
That's Russian.
Yeah, he flattened the fuck out of him too. But then he got flattened the next round. So I mean,
that's cruiserweight for you. Like cruiserweight next to light heavyweight just has murderous punchers. And that's what they do.
Yeah, my sister was like, they need to do away with the cruiserweight division. It sucks. I was like, nah, dog. They might not know. You might can't pronounce their names. But they will knock you the fuck out, man. I was like,
I mean, these cruisers. I know they don't. They need to keep the cruiser. I like the cruiserweight division because it gives us these fun, action-packed fights. It's like the cruiserweights in boxing are like the cruiserweights in WCW. Like it's
amazing.
Shout
out to Psychosis.
Yeah,
Moving to Guerrero, all the niggas, man.
I will co-sign that, but say that the thing about cruiserweights and the reason they should be more popular is they are a normal male adult human's average weight is like between 185 and 200 pounds. So, they're just like normal dudes, just like throwing the fuck down.
Man, he made Tabiti take a nap, put him to sleep. It's
Yo.
another one of Floyd fighters
Yep.
who's a bust. Shout out to
Yeah.
Tank,
I'll
the
say
only one from the Mayweather stable to actually be a champion, remain a champion, and be a dominant.
Badu Jack.
Currently.
Badu Jack. Badu Jack got his ass whooped the last time I seen him. I
He was a
said,
champion. He was a champion.
I ain't talking about the past. I'm talking about now. That's what I'm saying. Shout out to
last time we
Tank.
saw him,
Now,
he
shout
was
out. Last time I seen Badu Jack, that man had
bleeding out of his
an axe
brain.
wound on the top of his head, in the middle of his forehead.
He looked like that.
Nigga had a deeper than Abdul Butcher's forehead.
He had to Abdul the Butcher, yeah.
Yeah, like man, he did his thing, but he took L's as well. Tank ain't ever took an L. He undefeated,
Not yet.
21-0. So it's like shout out to Tank for being the only Mayweather fighter to keep the Mayweather streak going, the undefeated streak, and being the champion.
And news, just go ahead and parlay into the Tank and Tevin Farmer. Go ahead and transition to that, man. I know you made a post in regards to it, but yeah, if you can, expand, explain doing that a little bit more for us, that'll be much appreciated.
I mean, basically, Tank felt some type of way seeing Tevin Farmer, I guess, call out other fighters or just talking period on social media. I don't know, but he addressed Tevin Farmer, saying that if he can't get him next in this next fight, then they just basically going to have to handle it. They're going to step outside and handle it in the back of the building, one-on-one. You know what I'm saying? Saying it's pretty much on site when he sees Tevin Farmer. Say that he's going to go in his mouth, pause. But I mean, hey, he like I said on the news, man. Like I said, he looking to rearrange Tevin Farmer's whole set of teeth.
Line of sight, yeah.
Gervonta to Dennis Davis.
Tank and Tevin have been barking at each other for a hot minute. They know
even in person.
Yeah.
In person.
Yeah.
I mean, Tevin Farmer was fiercely.
Hold on, let me say this. So when done, Tevin Farmer, though, at the same time, as I was doing the research, he responded, of course, to Tank, saying Tank, of course, ain't gonna do nothing to him. He don't want no work. But I forgot that the last time they seen each other in person, Tevin Farmer was blowing down on Tank, asking him about, I thought we was gonna fight. I got a belt now. I thought we were gonna fight. And so with Eddie Hearn coming out saying that they've already offered Tank or Mayweather Promotions 3 offers for Tevin Farmer versus Tank, while Mayweather Promotions ain't offer anything. What do we think about that?
Well, LB was the one that started, saying, hey, what are you doing talking to my fighter and all that type of bullshit. LB.
Fuck LB.
No,
I actually cracked LB one time in this shit. I can't stand that fuck.
Damn. But I like it though. But I'm with that though. I'm with it. So giving them both $4 million and say, let's make the fight happen. I don't know what network. It'll probably have to be on the zone. But you think 4 each is too? Yeah, I mean it is, but I don't know, man. I don't know what it's going to take to get them to fight. I don't know what network. I don't know who's going to be in what, the red or the blue corner. I don't know, but somebody got to concede to make this goddamn fight happen. But I don't see nobody backing down.
Tevin Farmer got to concede. He don't have nearly the fan base of Tank.
Yeah, he's on the shittier network too.
Yeah, he's the one who's meant to concede. So they got to make that happen.
Yeah.
Whether they have it in Baltimore or Philly or somewhere in between. Definitely at the Barclays is where it need to happen.
They should throw that shit in Colorado Springs or Denver.
Who's holding up this fight from happening? If y'all had to take a guess.
Eddie Hearn and Leonard Ellerby.
Yeah. Seeming like the Mayweather Promotions.
If you had to take a guess, you would say no.
So here's the thing. The last time that we saw a clip of them together, pause, Tevin Farmer was throwing a lot of verbals at Tank, and Tank was looking down at the ground and, at the people in the crowd and all that shit. He wasn't looking at Tevin Farmer. So he looked a little bit I don't want to say intimidated, but he just looked a little bit taken aback. And it's really time. Like, yo, you guys are barking at each other for so long. Make the fucking fight or don't. Like, straight up.
Right, because
Dude.
it gets to the point where if y'all
Like,
not fighting anybody else, who the hell are y'all gonna fight besides each other?
Like, I don't want to see boxing, seeing articles about you dudes like coming close to throwing hands with each other, then fighting like the 18th ranked person on the IBF rankings or whatever belt Tank has rankings. Like, come on, man.
I mean, right now they're both fighting people that, I mean, Tank is fighting some probably dangerous, swarthy Mexican journeyman, hard punching journeyman, and Farmer is facing someone who has 46 wins but 12 knockouts. He's light hitting target. I don't know where he's fighting these motherfuckers that have little power, man. But that's what these niggas are fighting, man.
And that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say
Go
something
ahead.
about that.
Say it.
That I don't think that that's good if he intends on taking on Tank, because you taking on all these soft punchers is definitely not going to have you ready to prepare to take somebody who punches like Tank. It's
And
like,
he is gonna hit you.
yeah, it's like playing Major League Baseball, but in order to warm up for the regular season, you do nothing but go to the batting cage and take softball pitches. It's 70 miles per hour or something. You're gonna get struck out when you step up to the plate, regardless, no matter who you are. And so, him fighting these guys that has no power, yeah, he may dodge Tank's punches, but when Tank punches land, and you've been fighting guys with 46 wins and 12 KOs, it's going. I mean, to use the saying.
Well, do you
it's
think
gonna
that
hit different?
Tank's garbage opposition will hurt him?
How?
In a
No,
way,
I'm
look,
just asking.
because
Or Tank's lack of rounds?
No, because Tevin Farmer hasn't beat anybody. It's like, who are we saying Tevin Farmer beat? Remember,
no
the
one.
best
Literally
best
no
fighter
one.
Tevin Farmer ever faced, Tank easily got rid of him.
True.
So, like, when it comes to resume talk for Gervonta Davis and Tevin Farmer, there really isn't any talk, because no matter how bad you think Tank's resume is, Tevin Farmer's is even worse.
Yeah, so I mean,
Go ahead, Smoke.
if you toss all that out the window, like straight up, does anyone see Tevin Farmer beating Tank?
I mean, only the question I have with Tank, I don't know about you guys. I just want to see how he fares going late into a fight. If he, that's my only reservation that I have.
Fall asleep on the stool, but he knocks dudes out within 5 rounds, and Tevin Farmer, I mean, no disrespect, probably would suffer the same fate.
Yeah.
I mean, Jose Pedraza recalibrated his face, literally. I think.
But that's one way. But that's a triangle theory in a sense.
No, I'm just saying that Tank.
Right. I get what you're saying that though. Right. I understand.
But I'll tell you one thing that's not a triangle theory here, and that's the fact that Tevin Farmer still only has 6 knockouts. So the fact that power is not even an option for him versus Tank, I have zero worries about Tank in the late rounds versus Tevin Farmer, because Tevin Farmer can't hurt him.
The funny thing too is, I mean, I was actually in the house for his last knockout. I mean, it's funny how I catch these light-hitting fighters and they actually score these brutal knockouts. I was there when he beat down that British fighter with body shots. I was like, shit, I saw Tevin Farmer stop somebody. That's some unicorn shit.
As a matter of fact, we're going to have to start talking about that. Who got more power, Paulie Malignaggi or Tevin Farmer? Because Paulie Malignaggi had bad hands.
Oh, Tevin Farmer does have a bad hand because he got shot through.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, he got shot in the hand.
Well, but he just got shot in the hand. Now, he didn't have knockouts before he got shot in the hand.
His punching technique isn't all that proper anyway. Like, he doesn't even, sometimes fully turn over his punches. I don't know. Sometimes I watch, I can see why he doesn't get a lot of knockouts. But
so I can't see him really bothering Tank when it comes to, anything but winning on points. And that's early. Because I think we've never seen Tank. I'm sorry. We've never seen Tevin Farmer go 12 with somebody who can punch like Tank. We've never seen him really punished going 12. So I don't know. It's like on both sides. It's because it's a lot of I don't knows for both of them because they both have very thin resumes. Tevin
That's
Farmer has
true.
29 wins, 4 losses. Tank, he has what, 21 wins. That's 50. That's what, 55 total fights between the two of them. And we
Yeah.
still have doubts about what they can and can't do. That's not good.
Well, we shall see.
You know
Yeah,
what?
we shall
Knowing
see,
them,
too.
they probably won't fight, man. That's unfortunate.
I mean, straight up, Maul. How long have they been barking at each other? 8 months? 9 months? You could have had a kid and named it.
Man, they've been throwing shots at each other since like 2015, 2016.
Shit, you could have had a
Yeah.
kid and like taught it how to speak German by now.
Nah, it's true, man. It's true.
Dad, stop laughing. It only takes 6 months.
He's silly, man.
Stupid.
But nah, just wanted to see if anybody also caught the Warrington and Kid Gallahan fight as well. I know that transpired this Saturday.
I
Warrington-
watched it. You know, I mean, I'm not gonna. I mean, fucking Kid Galahad. I mean, his style is struggled because he's from that Brendan Angle Hamed school of fighting, man. Like they, you know, but he's not as dynamic as Hamed was. You know, this motherfucker clinches all the time. Like he thought he could spoil his way towards the belt. And Warrington, unfortunately, couldn't do his body pushing shit like he usually does and just overwhelm motherfuckers. He was kept in line. But Galahad just didn't fall for any offense to actually counter, you know, to do anything after all that damn clinching. So yeah, it wasn't a really good watch. You know,
it was ugly.
It was ugly. It was, but you know, Warrington at least won. He kept his belt, you know, and hopefully doesn't have to ever have to face Galahad again. I don't really want to see Galahad either fight again. I saw him live once, and he was a struggle, and I saw him on TV light, and he was a struggle. I don't need to see him.
You too worried about Warrington losing to him?
I mean, I had it a draw because I mean, honestly, I didn't have Warrington winning if I had it a draw, you know, because like I said, Warrington, was only effective in spurts. Like it wasn't like it wasn't like the first fight where he was just beating the shit out of him like round by round. He was only effective in spurts, and then that was it. So I mean, the rounds were hard to really to judge, but like I said, it was a draw to me. And
I didn't watch that shit.
You didn't miss much. You didn't.
No, it wasn't spectacular.
I was surprised to hear that Josh Warrington, like the most aggressive 126-pound fighter ever, was getting just like neutralized by a normal ass boxer.
Yeah, he was. That was surprising, and that fight didn't. I remember I like Warrington from what he did against Frampton, but after this fight, I didn't think he separated himself from anybody from 126. I think Stevenson this time next year should be the top dog in that division. That's how I see it. If he gets the fight, if he gets the opportunity to fight for a title, I definitely can see him beating Valdez. I wouldn't mind seeing Valdez and Warrington happen. I don't think that's going to happen, but I think this time next year, if Stevenson fights for a title, he'll be having the belt for a long time.
Well, Warrington did. I mean, Warrington did say that he was, he was going to try. No, he was going to focus attention to America. So, I mean, he was on ESPN Plus, I think. So, I mean, and he has a relationship with Tucker. So, I mean, about this fight's not really out of the question. If that's what happened.
Man, Warrington versus Mariaga about to happen. I'm telling y'all, it's
the thing is, there's a lot of firepower at 126 right now, especially over ESPN. So I think within the next 2 years, we'll see Shakur Valdez and Shakur versus Warrington, or Warrington versus Valdez, a combination of all those. And
they're gonna sneak Frampton in there, so you might as well just include his name too.
It's gonna be a sacrificial lamb to Warrington.
Again,
and, we'll see. at the end of 2020, this time in 2021, we'll know. But the thing is, everyone at 126, outside of Gary Russell Jr., because he is in limbo in terms of signing and he doesn't actually like to fight, everyone at 126 that's a champion has a chance to beat the other. And Shakur Stevenson has a chance to beat all of them. So, and they all have a chance to beat Shakur. So it's wild right now.
Definitely.
Well, I mean, right now, so like I said,
Yeah.
Stevenson is the number one contender for Valdez. So, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if that's the fight that makes. I mean,
So if that's a fight, if that fight gets made, that fight will be lit because that will be the first time we'll see Stevenson hurt, and we'll see how he responds.
Yeah, News and Pete. Do y'all think it would be too soon for Stevenson and Valdez in regards to Stevenson, or do y'all think he is ready for a
That's
title?
too soon for Valdez. Valdez ain't ready for that type of skill, man. Like he's never even. Come on, man. Valdez get beat up by fighters he shouldn't even be fighting. There's no way he could stop Stevenson from putting hands on him.
Shakur is ready.
Stevenson fought 12 rounds. I mean, come on, it's a different level.
Shakur is
you
ready.
can fight 12 or not. 12 or not. Valdez is easy to hit. Stevenson is one of the better punchers at the 126 as far as accuracy. He's gonna play. He's gonna play pin the tail on the donkey on Oscar Valdez's face.
And I think that Quigg fight softened Valdez up something serious.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's only a matter of time before Valdez loses that belt. As soon as he fights him, he can get that work from Leo Santa Cruz, though. I like to see that too.
I don't even know what's saying. I don't even know what LSC is doing, man. He's
nothing.
Roll right now.
I mean, he really don't even have to do much, man, because at the end of the day, people keep forgetting. No matter what happened, no matter what Leo Santa Cruz decides to do, he still is the best resume at 126 because none of these other guys are fighting each other.
No, Warrington easily is. I mean, Warrington actually.
I mean, nobody thinks
Warrington beat the Frampton that already lost us, Leo Santa Cruz.
Yeah, well, Warrington beat the shit out of Frampton. LSC.
Yeah, but it was the after two fights with Leo Santa Cruz.
Well, yeah, because Frampton was the first one. That's the reason why.
Yep.
Yeah, so I just hope that they all fight each other.
Oh, it sounds like every other damn division we talk about, right?
Nah. The thing is this shit is gonna manifest because them dudes want to catch wreck.
Yeah, this seems. I was just gonna say, Maul. That seems like we're saying that for every division.
Right.
Like, these guys need to fight each other. Whether it's 126, 147, heavyweight, 160,
175.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
168. Wasn't it Jesse Hart and Sully was fighting? I didn't watch that.
That was terrible.
That was terrible. Guerrero is so washed.
What
Terrible.
about this though? What about this? This weekend is the return of Rigondeaux.
Man,
who
is he fighting?
I can't fake too much excitement after what he did against Lomachenko. I really can't.
Listen,
nobody even cares. I just wanted to see. That isn't it crazy? Like, isn't it crazy about? I mean, they said that he would go pretty much missing, but this really proves that either he didn't have a fan base at all, or nobody wanted to watch him because PBC promotes him now, right?
Yeah,
right.
He's a PBC fighter, and we haven't heard anything about him.
Listen,
or we just don't fuck with quitters.
Listen, Loma, he retired. Obviously, he's retired. The X-Man. And I was like, all right, now Rigondeaux not gonna go out and like no hole like that. But after that happened, dog, I'm not doing it. Nope, nope, not at all. Until he go up to 126, and want to smoke with them, I don't want to hear from him. I'll watch though. I'm not gonna lie though, but I'm saying I'm not taking him serious. Yeah,
this fight for Rigondeaux and the dude he fight in Seha, I think it is. That's for the mandatory for the WBC.
Yeah.
at 122.
If I'm the WBC, I don't even give him that fight. No, none. Not gonna do it. Nah,
You
dog.
want to shut it down?
Dude, has he even posted on Instagram since the Lomachenko fight? What the
Yeah, he
fuck,
was
man?
talking all type of stuff through Google translations.
Behind his
Some
back.
type of way.
Or I think the better question is, has his ghost tweeter been on his Twitter account?
Yeah, dude. He owe me an apology. He gassed me. He gassed me. News tried to tell us. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it, dog. I tried to ride, dog, but I'm just gonna blame it on my Achilles when I was hurt, bro. I was on pain meds, so I ain't gonna see it.
I mean, the way that Lomachenko and Reagan fight was being talked about was like, oh, we're gonna see this technical mastery, we're gonna see all this skill, and then we all learn the lesson today. So sometimes having all the skills in the world doesn't necessarily mean we're gonna see a good entertaining fight. You saw none of that shit from either one.
News said it. News said it. Big bank take little bank. That's what happened, dog.
That was easy work, man. Rigo too little. He too little, and he a counter puncher. Those two things, you can't be the smaller man. You can't be the smaller man in size and weight, and be the counter puncher that's scared to throw when Loma is right there in front of you.
Man, where's Nicholas Walters, man?
Yeah,
man, I don't know what happened to him.
It's fucked up how his career went, man. This nigga was on top of the world, man.
Right.
And then Israel tried to fuck him with that stupid ass draw against Sosa, and then afterwards you get the Lomachenko. That shit hurt. That shit hurt watching it because basically he quit in that fight pretty much because Lomachenko was doing all that fucking hopping around and shit, and Lomachenko was like blood clot. You know, he didn't want no more of that shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit hurt my heart because he was copping please on the mic. I'm like,
I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear Pat just do his best Rasta impression.
Me too.
I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that.
Man.
If you hear this somehow, man, come back, man. You know, you were entertaining to me, man. You know, I like you know, we need more niggas in the 126 that are entertaining to watch, man. That actually can, you know, actually punch with some authority or something like that, man. You know, I don't want these clean cut niggas like Stevenson, man. I want to see like an Islander do his thing, man. Come back.
It's over.
He probably is. I still want him to come back. I want some real punches. I want some real fuckery to watch, man.
Definitely. But yeah, I guess this is a great starting point. If nobody else wants to chime in on anything, man. Anybody else want to speak on something before we wrap up this episode?
Nah, I ain't got nothing to say except for shout out to my Lakers. You know what I'm saying? We acquired LeBron James last year. We got Anthony Davis this year. And we just need one more for this championship push.
Man.
Listen, that's why I stay down. Everybody asks me, news, you ain't going to root for the Cavs? LeBron back. Man, what they got to do with anything? It's all about the Lakers, man. I told people I don't care about the down times because at the end of the day, you got to take the down times to be back up. That's what the Lakers have already shown you throughout their years. They've shown you throughout the years that their being down is always only temporary. So you got to stick with this. You got to stick with the winning team, even when it look like it's bleak. You got to keep your faith in the purple and gold, man.
But shit, speaking of that, man, shout out to Toronto though, man. You know what I'm saying? They thank you, San Antonio, for our incompetence and our impatience. We gifted Toronto a title, but
watch Kawhi leave. Watch Kawhi leave now.
He's free to do whatever though, man.
Yeah, but he can leave and say they can't say shit. He brought them the championship. But he can leave and they can't. Nobody can say anything. Like, fuck, I brought you a title. What more do you want?
Exactly. And now Golden State got no Clay and no KD next year. Well, you know, Clay can return, but why? But
he probably won't be back till February.
Right, at least.
So, and KD's not going to be back at all. But I'll still take him. I'll still take him in Brooklyn. I'll redshirt. I'll take him in Brooklyn. We can redshirt him, and then he'll come back the next year. I'm cool.
KD with me now. He with the torn Achilles gang. Shout out, KD. It's all right, brother.
Yeah, right. That Achilles shit. No, I mean he's never gonna take his time. He's not coming back like quick, man. Quick. I mean he's got to take the full year at least.
That's
And
fine.
he'll be 30. And I think he'll be about 33 when he come back, I believe.
32. I thought 32. I think because he's
Yeah,
turning 31 this year.
Because
So
Achilles is the beginning of
So everyone except for Maul, P, and I are over 33 on this. So the Wu-Tang. Fuck out of here. That's wrapping shit up.
News before we wrap it up, man. Any mixtapes or albums out there that the fans should take a second to listen out to, man. Because you know y'all miss the music, man.
Oh man, make sure y'all go listen to "Save Me" by Future. You know, go get you into that right mind frame. Now, don't listen to it in the daytime, like when you headed to work. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to go to work on that type of vibe, but you know, you chilling. It's about 9:55 p.m. You know, you're on the highway headed home or wherever you're going. You throw that Future on. You know, let the windows down a little bit, lay your seat back a little bit, and just enjoy the vibe, man. Future to go. Y'all got to check it out.
What about you, P? What you been listening to, man? What all y'all been listening to?
all lately that's new. I've been just fucking putting on Spotify. I've been Spotifying over and over again. That El Capo, my man Jim Jones, he killed it. He killed it, man. He's been making some of the best music of his life. Like, what the fuck? Whoever thought that? Whoever thought that 10 years later, the worst rapper in Dipset would be making the best music out of all of them? Like, I'm loving it. But I need that Dipset feeling. Dipset will never die, in my opinion. So somebody's got to keep Dipset alive.
Straight up.
So,
but yeah, man. News. Go ahead and wrap it up, bro.
Oh yes, sir.
Pat. I mean, Pete. I mean, Smoke. You.
Yeah, I got a little bit to say, per usual. What up, y'all? It's your boy Smoke. You know how to get at me. Just remember that. Spread love, spread peace, spread positivity, and you will be a happier person. Shout out to all my people in Ringside Rave. Shout out to Pat, King P, Maul. Let's get it. Holla.
Yeah, what's good, y'all? It's Pascal, the New England representative. And the only thing I got to say is, you know, if you ever been to the movies, you know, go see Shaft. Shaft is a great movie. It's full of fuckery. It's very politically incorrect. And I didn't like it, and, you know, because I saw that it didn't do too well in its first week, only 8.8 million. And it's like, this movie is not a bomb. Like, this movie was wild entertaining. Like, had us rolling in the theater. So, yeah, you need to go see that. You know, we need to get that box office off of that movie so we can get like another movie, because that shit was too entertaining for it to be flopping like that. You know, especially with some trash like live action Aladdin and shit. So yeah, you'll see that.
Whoa!
You know what I said, P?
I will not have you besmirch the good name of Aladdin.
Nigga, Will Smith can't sing. Why are you cheating?
I don't care. I don't care if it's shit. We will not besmirch the good name of Aladdin, and Lion King is coming this summer, so we will not besmirch the good name of Lion King either.
He's a complicated man who no one can understand about his woman. Damn it! You gotta recognize. I don't give a fuck about no genie in the lamp, nigga.
Okay.
that kind of threw me the fuck off.
Yeah, me too. I was like, I'm gonna have to transition away from that.
Okay. But it's your boy P. You already know where you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Bodega Boxing. And I'm hoping for all these now. I've been watching my boy Keith Thurman on Instagram do work in the gym. Oh, he's ready. I can't wait for next month. So he gonna knock out that boy Pacquiao. I'm ready. Let's go.
Yep.
He was probably listening to soft music while watching Keith train.
Shut up.
All right, y'all. This is your boy News, representing Ringside Rave all day. I'd like to thank my fellas for stepping through on the fade hour tonight. You know, bringing their drinks, of course, bringing the smoke on deck. Make sure y'all follow each one of them, all of their pages. Make sure y'all follow Ringside Rave on Twitter, on Spotify, as well as on YouTube, and hit the notifications button. Also, make sure you check out the news show as well and subscribe to that. Or, I mean, hit the notifications. With that being said, we're going to wrap up the show.
We're going to do it.
It's another episode 59. I'd like to thank y'all for showing up. We showed out, and now we out. Peace.
One.
One.